Michael, break down the technological control grid, the microwave guns, the face scanning cameras, the poison in the food and water, all of it admitted, all of it being intensified. 1 in 33 having cancer, now 1 in 2 in men, 1 in 3 in women. You know, the plagues are upon us. It is engineered. Break down this grid.
Well, this, like I said, coming out of the work of Jim Keith and the people who had more of a look at this technotronic world, and you even have some of the insiders talking about that they can't wait for this. People of the Bertrand Russell School, you see, and the whole bread and circus clan, the intellectual types. What I've been studying is more the elite type, the people at the top of the pyramid. What is their thinking? What do they want? How do they see mankind? You know, the people coming out of the Thomas Malthus School, the people coming out of the Frankfurt Schools and the Tavistock Institute. And these highbrows who have always looked at us as some sort of subhuman, animalistic kind of being. I mean, I don't want to get into it right now, but my work even tracks the whole genetic interference with mankind back thousands of years ago. So what we're seeing now with the industrial age, and now we're in the silicon age, and we have all these MITs and Sun corporations, you see, and all of this effort to look at our genes and to present the gene to us in a very subliminally negative way, as some sort of mechanical construct that is just, like
it's dirty, it's broken, we're bad. And for those that don't know, they would, 2,000 years ago in Rome, breed large, brutish, quote, dumb Germans, Gauls, and others, together when the slaves were mainly white. And then it's openly in the slave manuals, very politically incorrect to say, but it's actually history. I'm not saying it worked, but they actually did also breed people in this country to be large and stupid, according to what the official documents say. Go ahead.
That's right. This is where they're at. This is what, Jim Keith's work really alerted me to, the Dr. Delgados, these Frankensteinian, Bela Lugosi creatures that, haunt the technical world, that have huge amount of funding. And what really caught my eye, because as I told you before, my introduction to a lot of this has been through art and through symbolism, I started to notice that the symbolism that these, Alex de Grays and these individuals who are now behind the whole genome project and many of the other technological sort of projects and organizations, right from the time of Francis Crick doing his main research in the Templar zones of London, and then the first genetic experiments being done in the Templar areas of Scotland near Rosslyn. This kind of stuff started to raise a red flag for me, because here we're up against the Templar symbolism again. Here we're seeing the Holy Grail symbolism again. Here we're seeing the men in white with the red crosses. What is all of this? What has science got to do with any of this? So then I started, tracking that, and got into the work of Jim Keith and others who start talking about that, look, the assault on the human race has been on consciousness, but it's also been on biology. And anyone who stands up against the FDA, the AMA, any of the Dr. Raymond Royal Rifes, the Wilhelm Reichs, the Walter Russells, the Max Gersons, the list is endless of anyone who stands up to say, here's how real healing happens, here's how you get, back to your center, both not only legal sovereignty in a social sense, but spiritual sovereignty. They suppress and molest those people, they burn their works, they purge them, they do not let their knowledge be known. So some of the attacks on the human being, you see, we have to understand the nature of evil and understand the Hydra that is not just attacking in one way. In fact, often, as Archibald Wavell, the general, said, watch what the right hand is doing because you're not seeing the left hand. They may present in front of you some sort of bugbear, some sort of, it's like Wizard of Oz shadow for you to be, shaking in front of, but the real enemy is coming at you from the back. So this is what I've also been studying, and I really do believe that this post-human world is upon us.